All right, thank you everyone. We are going live. Sorry for showing up a little bit late, but let's get this party started. Tonight's episode, we are talking about their excuse to reset the whole system, the final pump before the systems go down. We're going to get straight on into it tonight. So starting off, I just wanted to say, make sure you guys hit the links down below in the description of all of my videos. If you're looking to get your wallets, your LPal Titan, your Ledger, I know we got a couple exchanges on there too. It is one way to support the channel. The other way that you can support is by signing up for our Patreon, and you can find all that at my website, xrpledger.com. So a huge shout out to everyone that is showing us love, showing the support. I appreciate you guys always. Let's bring it again tonight. Very important episode. Let's get straight on into it. Okay, so at the time of this recording, Bitcoin is at 20,200. It did pump up to about 20,400 this morning. Ethereum is back down to 1,350, and we have XRP trading at 47.5 cents. Let's take a look at this Bitcoin chart. You guys can see here that this Bitcoin chart has been steadily climbing over the last 24 hours. Okay, this is the 15-minute chart. Taking a quick look at that, seeing what it's doing, and we are not falling for this fake out. Once again, another fake out before they're about to roll this thing over to the downside. Once again, the bottom is not in. The issues are still there, more prevalent than ever before, more visible than ever before. The rumors circulating over the last weekend were pretty incredible, from Credit Suisse going bust, Deutsche Bank. We have other situations that we're about to cover in tonight's live streams. The systems are already starting to break down. We get one last pump based off of the rumors that the Fed is about to pivot, that we're about to be able to fix this inflation crisis, which they have no chance of solving this inflation crisis. But let's get straight on into it. Much more than just inflation and economics. We got the current events to cover as well. Bangladesh, national power grid collapses, causing a blackout for 140 million citizens. Apart from the country's northwest, the rest of the country is without power. I want to make a quick point. We are just enjoying the beautiful weather as we conclude the summer here in the Pacific Northwest. Actually, it's still feeling like summer is just absolutely beautiful. We had a great summer in America. The power is going out. There's riots in the streets. Europe's burning their energy bills, and we're like, what's going on? What are you talking? I got trolls in the comments. Wasn't the 24th supposed to be the end of the world? Like, what are you talking about? We never talked about the 24th being the date. We've shown you guys the window of opportunity, the cycles that are converging right now, everything that's aligned. Yeah, it's perfectly lined up for a crash. We're already in the middle of one, and we're debating against the same people that, weren't willing to admit that we were even in a bear market after we were already down 75%. But my point with bringing this up, guys, and why this is so important is we're still getting fat and happy in America. We're still having a party. We're still having a good time. The power's still on. We still got food on the shelves. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is facing unprecedented situations. And it's coming here. It's coming home. For those here in America, listen to the family that we have in this community across the world. Drop the comments down below and let me know. If you're coming in from Europe, we got a lot of Australia recently. Shout out Asia in the chat. Let me know. South Africa. I see all you guys, okay? Let me know in the comments down below where you're from and what issues, what crisis your country is going through. Bangladesh, nearly the whole country, 140 million people without power. Hope you guys are prepared. Let's get into it. Now, we have Elon Musk saying that buying Twitter is an accelerant to creating X, the everything app. That fascination with X, very, very interesting with Elon Musk. Does he own XRP? I don't know if we need to go that far with the speculation, but if I had to take a guess, I would say yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It works, it's good technology, and he was inside with the PayPal mafia from the very, very beginning. Now, continuing on, Hillary Clinton's former advisor says that she may run in 2024. It looks like the cabal is out of cards left to play, so they're just bringing back out the clones. Hillary, one more run. One more. You need to lose to Trump again. Come on forward. It's going to be interesting to watch. It's hilarious to me, though, real quick, that it's like everyone's accepted that Joe is not going to run for a second term. Like, that's just the consensus amongst the Democrats, Republicans, independents. It's like, there's no way. And we're all making side bets. Is he even going to make it? Now, our thoughts and prayers with Joe. Hope it's working out. Hope he's doing well. Hope he's in good health. And I hope that he's able to successfully run the DC country situation over there. Okay, let's continue on. United Nations calls on the U.S. Federal Reserve and other central banks to halt interest rate increases. Central banks risk pushing the global economy into recession, a UN agency said Monday. So the global powers that be forcing their hand, forcing their will. You guys need to relax, even though the inflation's running rampant, right? Your economies are going bust, pension crisis in England, power going out in multiple countries, no food on the shelves in multiple countries. Full-blown wars taking place in Ukraine, Russia, Taiwan being circled, overran, about to be turned over to China. But yet this global hand continues to force us and continues to force their way. And for the time being, in our country, with Joe Biden running the show, it appears that we're going along with it. So I am very interested to see how soon the Fed is going to pivot. My speculation was that there was going to be next year. That's when they were telling us. And as we've been saying for the last year, when the whole economy, when the whole world's just waiting around for the next Fed meeting and the next move that the Fed is going to do, it puts everyone in a tough position because we know we can't trust them. They created the whole damn crisis, and then they act like they're the saviors, right? They started the fire, and then they go put the firefighter outfit on, come to the rescue to save us, even though they have no tools to actually get us out of the house that's already on fire. It's just, are they going to pour more fire on it and end it sooner? Or are they going to pretend that they can save us? They'll hoist up a ladder, they'll start to cut interest rates here, and they will reintroduce quantitative easing if they do reverse. But they told us it wasn't going to be till next year, so let's see what they end up doing. Here, it's hard to predict what the Fed's going to do, but the bottom line is we've shown you guys everything converging right now for the bottom panic crash moment to be coming in this month. So nonetheless, we'll continue to watch that. Macro Elf tells us every time the Fed has seriously fought inflation, they always ended up raising Fed funds above the prevailing core inflation rate. So in 1980, that core CPI was at 14%. They took the Fed funds up to 18%. In 1984, core CPI 5% took Fed funds up to 12%. Let's just fast forward. 2006, core CPI was 3%. They had to take the Fed fund rates up to 5%. This time around in 2023, we have that CPI above 8%. 8% for that interest rate. So basically, they would have to bring us up to 9, 10% at least to start to fight this inflation crisis. The problem with that is the debt service would kill everyone, including the governments. So if they really go that path, that means they have to reset it sooner. That means they have to reset the currencies. They have to reset everything sooner, which from all the deals, all the papers from behind the scenes, Bank of International Settlements, IMF, SWIFT, every other financial institution that matters, it looks like everyone's about ready for that moment. It's just a matter of who's going to get sacrificed in this rollover to the new financial system. Now, the Bank of England confirms that it will continue buying long-term UK government bonds until the October 14th. So quantitative easing, buying back government bonds until the middle of this month. Okay, so the Bank of England was one of the first central banks here to follow along with the UN orders. Now, turning it back to America, nearly half of Americans making six figures living paycheck to paycheck. This is the real situation why we got to get tapped in. We got to have a real strategy and a plan for all of these asset classes. Number one, if you're making six figures and you're living paycheck to paycheck, we got to figure that out. Number two, no matter how much you're making, is your job going to make it through this recession? The situation gets worse. The situation isn't over. Even if the markets bottom out over the next 2 to 3 months, that doesn't mean real estate bottoms. That doesn't mean the layoffs have peaked and that things are about to start getting better. It's going to be rosy next year. No. We're going to feel the effects of this for years to come, unless the Fed does that complete reversal. But we got to get tapped in. We got to have a plan. Paycheck to paycheck is what about 80-90% of Americans are living like. We got to figure that one out, folks. We got to have a plan for that. Okay. Yes. Last live stream, we talked about what to do with our cash, what to do with that. I'll be dropping that video again tomorrow morning. You guys can check that out. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live, and so you can catch all these clips that we're editing up and putting together for you guys so you don't miss anything. Okay. Now, next one. Home prices in the US are now posting the biggest monthly decline since 2009. So as I just said, real estate's lagging. The real estate market is going to bottom out over the next year or so. Could take longer. Mortgage delinquencies and foreclosures will probably peak out in the next year or two as well. All lagging indicators. A whole lagging asset class. Okay. But if they go to seriously fight this inflation, if they actually go forward with those interest rate hikes, the mortgage rate, average mortgage rate is about 7% right now in the United States. The average 30-year fixed. Truly incredible. No one's going to be able to afford anything, you know? And in this next article right here, Housing Bubble Disrespecter shares this post here from John Wake. From their May 2022 peak, home prices will need to plunge 40%. In other words, a $1 million home in mid-2022 will be a $600,000 home by 2026. This chart right here is the California mean price trend line from, basically the last few decades, all the way back to 1989. The California mean price trend line. So to go back to trend, we're going to need a 40% drop, which means that $1 million home is going to be going back down to $600,000. What's interesting though is because the interest rates are hiking up so much, the person that was able to afford $1 million at the beginning of this year, they can only afford about $600,000 now anyways. So what I'm waiting for, and what you should be waiting for if you're looking to get in the real estate asset class, and this is just a few real estate data points, like Housing Bubble Disrespecter says, sexy time. Not gonna lie, we are gonna be sexually stimulated by some of the deals that we're about to see coming online in the next year or two. We are absolutely turned on when we think about this opportunity. It's going to be fantastic. Now, do we want to see Main Street get hit by this? Do we want to see the average American middle class poor family lose 20-30% of their net worth because their real estate was the only asset class that they have, along with their 401k that gets wiped out as well? No, we don't. You know, that's sad. That's a sad situation, but that's reality. So we got to be prepared. If you're looking for real estate deals, I think it's going to be truly incredible over the next year or two. And you can start negotiating now. You just got to bring these sellers to reality. Hey man, this isn't 2020 anymore. This isn't the all-time high of 2021. The last 2 years, it got shaken up like we've never seen before. So the deal is going to be coming online. We will be absolutely taking advantage of that. Now, check this one out. So Brian Armstrong and Coinbase is announcing that they have a documentary coming out on, it's going to be on Amazon Prime. Okay. Brian Brooks says, check out the trailer. It's crazy. Okay. I think that Brian Brooks is in it. Sounds like there's going to be some other pretty important people in it. And Ron Hammond interjects. He says, if only there was a show about the political side of crypto. I think that show is coming. When this story is all said and done, there's going to be movies made, not only about the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit, not only about the corruption that was taking place at the SEC, at all the three-letter agencies, within all of the DC Swamp Corporation ran by the cabal. There's going to be movies made about this time for the next couple decades. And we're going to look at this and we're going to look back and say, man, it was crazy. It was chaotic. So many distractions. We lost many good people, literally. Lost their businesses. Some passed away. Health crisis. You guys already know that deal. We're going to look back and say, well, we made it. And we created generational wealth. We took care of our families. And it's not going to be, we did the best we could. It's going to be, no, we got it done. We executed on our strategies. We created generational wealth, and we were able to help our community over the next decade or so. Looking back 20, 30 years from now, we'll be able to say, yeah, we were part of helping us get back on out of this, dig on out of this hole, build back better, not in the Joe Biden way. But there is going to be movies made about all of this. It's going to be truly incredible. Linda P. Jones has a little thread for us. What happened September 30th? The U.S. corporation ended. End of the U.S. government fiscal year. Vatican returned funds. Commercial traders went from short to long silver. CEOs resigned. Rumors of 2 banks failing. It sure seems like the Fed banks are out of money. Cash is running low and funds is drying up. If the internet goes down soon, the financial system will be rebooting to a new one, in my opinion. And I would have to agree. I would have to absolutely agree. As David Schwartz said, quote, we are in the middle of rebuilding the financial system, end quote. It's being fixed under the radar and under our noses. Our financial system changed September 30th and is still transitioning. If the internet goes down, that's the switchover. Both Credit Suisse and XRP are said to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. See the video of the Credit Suisse, that was the CEO, says that the bank will rise like the phoenix. Now, we saw yesterday, spot silver jumped 7.1%, most since February of 2022. Peter Schiff adds in. Gold rose over $40 today. This is from yesterday. closing back above 1700. Silver rose $1.67, closing well above $20, 18% above its September low. More importantly, the GDXJ is now 20% above last week's 2.5-year low. Precious metals markets are indicating that the Fed has likely already capitulated. So are we about to see a run in the precious metals market? Looks like the charts are showing us that there's a massive, massive breakout that's imminent. It's all eyes are going to be on the Federal Reserve. And basically the bottom line is going to be, are they going to want to reset, restructure, and do the deal now? Or are they going to kick the can down the road once again? For me, it looks like this, you know, like Linda says, if the internet goes out, if the systems go down, to me, it looks like we're primed for that. They've been priming us for that for so many years. You can see it in the shows, you can see it in the movies, all this moment right here, this that we've been waiting for. And then we look at all the cycles converging, all the alignment. Right now, I believe we're going through the final pump before we roll over. Now, I was going back, and let me pull this up actually for you guys. I'll show you guys. This is from my Shemitah deep dive. Oh shoot, can I show you guys? Let me show you guys this real quick for my Shemitah deep dive so you guys know what I'm talking about here. Right here. This is my Shemitah deep dive. And if you look at right here, in 1987, the panic started Rosh Hashanah. We rallied till Yom Kippur, then crash. Crash concluded on the Feast of Tabernacles. This year is identical to 1929. We have not completed the down move yet, but we are very close. Another final relief rally is set to come in. And then you see this part that I highlighted. If we rally into Yom Kippur, we crash into October. Now, remember, Yom Kippur this year is the 4th and the 5th. Right now, today, is the first day of Yom Kippur. Okay? So you guys can see right there. Shared that with my Discord group, Shemitah Cycle Deep Dive, towards the end of last month, about how we can expect something similar to play out here where we can get a rally towards the end of this month. Because why? We knew there was a new moon coming in. That always brings us some bullish energy. And then we've seen in the past where we rally into Yom Kippur before we fold back over into the Feast of Tabernacles. If you're late, you don't know what I'm talking about, and you think I'm crazy, you're going to have to go back and watch. Go back and watch my 20-minute shock and awe events. I forget what the exact title is. October shock and awe events, something like that. You'll go back and see that, 20 minutes. I'll share it on my Twitter once again. It's my most important research that I've put together here, and that will get you all caught up to speed in 20 minutes on the full analysis. But I just wanted to show you guys here that I was telling my Discord group, and I had mentioned it with you guys here as well, I think in the live streams, we can rally towards the end of this month because we have the new moon and we have Yom Kippur. We have these Yom Kippur rallies that come in before we fold over. And in 2008, 1987, 1929, the crash panic event concluded during the Feast of Tabernacles, which is October 9th through the 16th. Okay? Now, when I presented this, I said this is not a presentation on the why, but rather on the how. I will present the context for every crash we have had over the last 200 years and how I am planning to navigate it. So right now, I just did a TikTok the other day, yesterday I think, and it's got like 70, 80,000 views. It's doing pretty good. But it's tough to talk about this secret stuff with the TikTok kids and with the new people that are just trying to get tuned in, and they're hearing me talk about Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, Shemitah year. They're like, what language are you talking about? We'll get you caught back up to speed. I dropped the simplified version of the Shemitah deep dive on the YouTube for everyone to see. You can go back and it's still relevant. We're living through it right now. The rally took place today. First day of Yom Kippur rally. Guess who's shorting Bitcoin? Now, that trade is down right now. Bought in again for a second time as we approach 19th. I made my second entry at 19,900. Now, my Discord group already knows I've been telling them, keeping them updated on my trades in real time. Yeah, still down, but not going to get faked out by this one again. And remember, last 2 times they did this, we pumped to 25,000 in August. We said it was a fake out. Pumped full moon of September 10th. Said it was the full moon fake out. Shorted again, right? Here we are once again. Here I am down once again. They pumped it, 20,400. I'm down 10%. Oh my gosh. But the way that we're trading, which I don't have time to explain it right now, low leverage, 5x leverage, and I got money ready to margin call. So if I get margin called, they won't liquidate me because we got buy order set. So if they just continue to pump it, we just continue to buy more, we're not going to be faked out. We understand where this goes. This is not financial advice, and I'm not recommending you guys trade. The reason why I'm telling you guys about this is because I want you guys to not FOMO into these coins, whatever you're investing in right now, just because you're starting to see them pump and you worry about our time is running out. This is once again a setup, in my opinion. Feast of Tabernacles is 9 through 16. So over the next couple weeks is when we're going to roll back over. Okay. I don't think that this rally will last long. Okay. Yom Kippur takes place today and tomorrow. And then we're going into the full moon on October 9th, which is the first day of Feast of Tabernacles. So it's perfect alignment, right? But truly, truly incredible. So the other thing that I made that video that I made, that TikTok, I said that the 80-year war cycles are converging. You go back 80 years, World War II, go back 80 years, Civil War, 80 years, 1776, United States Revolution. I get all these people in the comments, and this is the tough part, and I get it, I sympathize, because they're late, they have no idea about our analysis. I mean, Barstool Sports just shared my post and got a bunch of views, and all these people trolling me, they're trying to clown me. I'm just like, well, if you guys want to learn about the secret sauce, real analysis, and how all these crashes have played out over the last 200 years, we can have a conversation. But I mean, most people are just too busy trolling and distracted. But all the people are like, well, you're forgetting about Vietnam War and the Gulf War and the Iraq War. That's not the point. The point is Mars versus Uranus conjunction is really what the 80-year cycle is, and Mars representation in the energy of war. Mars always representing war. But I don't dare to even mention the astrology. I just mentioned the 80-year war cycle to get people to understand that the time is here. I want to put it out on the public for everyone to see. And then, but people get caught up in all this other stuff without realizing that we've done the full analysis. The 80-year war cycle is actually an astrological cycle. It's not just something that we're making up, something that I'm just picking. No, it's got the astrological alignment as well. But if I say that, you guys think I'm crazy. The masses, I'm talking about the masses, not you guys on this channel that are completely tapped in. You guys are shorting Bitcoin, not being faked out, buying the dip when it comes in, unemotional about these market moves, understand that we're about to have mass distractions coming. And that was the point with why I shared that. As I said, mass distractions between now and the election, and I've already shown that we're in an 80-year war cycle. And all these people, all these kids, they just get all riled up about all this nonsense, and they're just going to miss the complete point. They're the ones that are saying that the bottom's in. The only chance that the bottom is in is if the Fed does a complete reversal and a complete pivot, which is fine because we own the precious metals. We own the assets that matter, right? We have businesses that are going to do great. So we win. Either way it goes, we positioned ourselves. But our analysis tells us that we got that crash moment coming up right here this month. And this right here looks to me like the final fake out before the systems go down event. If I had to bet, if I had to gamble on when we're going to get that next big event, and don't get caught up on what exact event's going to play out and what exact date and hour it's going to be. Focus on the window of time, and there's about a dozen different scenarios. Here's the key thing. All of those end of the world, terrible crash scenarios, you prepare the same way for all of them. This is where people get confused about the facts. You prepare the same way regardless. So, these people want to try to pick me apart. Barstool Sports wants to clown me. And I just ask, how's your program working out? Holding Bitcoin and Ethereum as it's down 75, 80%, has no utility. Ethereum 2.0 is a complete flop. How's your program working out? Holding stocks that are down. How far are your stocks down? Completely wrecked. Now, let's see what else we had to cover here. I know we had one more. Precious metals are absolutely primed for a pump, guys. It's the silver move looking fantastic, actually. Absolutely looking fantastic. Okay, yeah, this is how I wanted to end this one. Jarrett.xrp fire Gary Gensler, okay, says, if Credit Suisse uses the XRPL, it's over. We will see $100 immediately. Nobody can argue against this watching this news closely. This is this man's opinion, but I would have to agree that if we do get one of these banks, one of these major investment banks, the biggest bank in Switzerland, maybe Deutsche Bank has a deal done, maybe the Bank of England already partnered with Ripple in 2018. Oh, gee. Maybe the Bank of Scotland is building a CBDC on the XRP ledger. That was just announced a couple weeks ago too, along with the other central bank digital currencies that are already on the XRP as well. But if one of these players adopts XRPL, he says we're going to 3 digits. We've already seen hundreds partnered up with Ripple behind the scenes. They just don't have clarity on using XRP. Now, the key part about this is XRP is the solution for the liquidity crisis and everything that's going on right now from the derivatives market. What did we talk about when we talked 2 nights ago? Credit Suisse, Deutsche Bank, is we have no idea about their derivatives exposure. What did the early XRP insiders tell us, right? That XRP was actually meant to handle derivatives, not cross-border payments. Not cross-border payments. And I got to make I'm going to make a TikTok, a little short, and maybe I'll probably just post it on Twitter too, because I have a serious question for those in the XRP community, those outside of the XRP community. If XRP is not going to 3 digits, if it's not going to 589, if it's not going to $1,000, $10,000 per coin, where does it end up? How does this story end? Ripple spends $100 million so the XRP can one day make it to $10, a little bit of utility, a little bit of cross-border payments. Where does this story end? And what problem is it primed to solve? How big is that problem? Well, shadow asset class, we can't tell how big the derivatives is, but it's well over 1 quadrillion. Well over 1 quadrillion. And so my serious question for all the haters, and some of them aren't even haters, they're just, realist. I'm just real about it, man. It's ridiculous to talk about 3, 4, and 5 digits. Okay, well, how's the story end? You tell me. $12 XRP? That's it? Really? Ripple spends $100 million, invests billions of dollars into this ecosystem? It's the 43rd Treasurer of the United States to join their board of directors? How is that possible if it's only going to be a $12 XRP? You see what I'm saying? So, with all due respect, how does the story end? If XRP is not going to 3, 4, 5 digits dollar, and we're like at least halfway right about all of our theories, speculations, how crazy we are for talking about these prices. Where does the story end? What's the price? What's the deal? And then also, who is going to solve these problems that are in the quadrillions? Because if it really is going to be quant, maybe I should pick some up. Maybe I should take a look. I don't see it. I don't see it happening right now. Now, many people have been asking, what am I going to be picking up during this dip? I'm going to let you guys know right here before I get into some Q&A to wrap up this session. We have over 1,000 people in the live stream tonight. And if you haven't already smashed that thumbs up, let's get that done. Okay, thank you. Right now, I've picked up a huge bag of XRP. You guys already know that deal. And I've held my XLM. I offloaded my XDC, my Algorand, my IOTA. And I think that was about it. And I've been using that to trade. Okay. And like, you guys aren't going to hear this from any other influencer, anybody in this space, because nobody's transparent. These guys are all full of shit. Anyways, I'm not nothing to hide, and I'm straight up with you guys. I sold those coins, took the tax loss, okay? And then I've been using that to trade Bitcoin short Bitcoin exclusively. And you guys have seen the success that we've had in those trades. We've made about 40-50% on our bag overall over the last 3 months shorting Bitcoin. Okay, but we're looking to go back into IOTA, XDC, Algorand, and Quant is the one that I do put above HBAR as far as kind of get me excited. But nonetheless, it's primarily going to be Algorand, XDC, and IOTA. And for me, I've already told you guys too, most of my cash now is set aside for real estate. Okay, so any more allocations to cryptocurrency, going to be pretty minimal. And at the time being, I've just stayed liquid, shorting the hell out of Bitcoin, and waiting to make my re-entries. Okay. So kind of just growing my bag until I can go back in. But as I've always told you guys, I trade with less than 5% of my overall allocation to cryptocurrency. So I'm not gambling with the house here, right? And so other than that, cash is set aside for the real estate deals that I've shown you guys earlier is going to be incredible. We were talking about how California's median house is going to drop by 40% still potentially. Some markets are going to drop 40, 50%. Some in the Midwest, you guys know, in the middle of America, you guys have been hanging out. You guys are chilling. You guys aren't going to be dropping by even 10% maybe, but you're not going to experience the big crash that we're seeing in the coast and the cities and the high flying speculative markets. Okay. And then you guys already know the deal too. If you need to get your income up and you need to, make some more money, you might just want to allocate that cash. Some of that money needs to start your business. Start your side hustle. That's another thing that I would consider right now as well. So as we have always been talking about ever since this recession started at the beginning of this year, how do we prepare for a recession? First thing, prepping in essentials. Second thing, got to get your income up, got to maximize, start your side hustle, start your business. Make sure that your business and job is going to make it through the recession. Potentially ask your job, can I get OT? Can you give me more hours? Make yourself more valuable, get a raise, whatever it takes. Okay. And then after that, we're looking at cryptocurrency, precious metals, real estate. Okay. For me, that's how I'm ready to pounce on all these deals as they come through. And we are just absolutely going to be taking advantage of this. Final fake out before the systems go down. I really think that the moment's here. Do I care to talk about what, dozen scenarios could play out? Not really. Like, okay, they blame Putin for nuking, or Putin does drop a nuke, or there's a dozen different scenarios. Hopefully, God willing, there will be no nukes being dropped. In my opinion, my speculation, I don't think that that's going to be it. But man, they got some sophisticated weapons, and let's just say attacks are underway of critical infrastructure that does bring the system down. That's all that matters. Like I said, we don't have to speculate for an hour here on what scenario is going to play out. We prepare the same way for the dozen different doomsday scenarios, the different crash scenarios. Same strategy, same assets, same moves, same conviction, non-emotional, not scared. God willing, we absolutely take advantage and we survive and thrive during this time. Hey, God bless you all. I see we got some super chats that I got to catch up with. If I missed your super chat, drop your comment down below. I'll make sure to answer it. I saw the super chats were lighting it up tonight. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. Here we go. Beef Supreme, $6.99. Zach, I know you got a bag of Doge, just admit it. Beef Supreme, brother, my friend. I hate Doge because I bought $100 worth of Doge at half a cent, sold it for like break even because I don't know what the heck I was going to do with the $100. I know I didn't need it to feed myself, so I don't know what I did with that $100, but I sold it at break even. If I would have sold it anywhere near the top, I would have made like $5,000 plus, from $100 to $5,000 on Doge. I hate Doge. No, I don't really care. I don't really do them anymore. I don't have a bag of Shiba, none of them. XRP is going to solve the global liquidity crisis. Absolutely, Dex. Yes, absolutely. Mike Shinnery, 5 spot. I think we see 3 digits while interest and prices are good, are still high to keep the lower and middle class out of XRP. Yeah, see, that's the thing is they're going to price us out. When that does happen, the world that we enter when XRP is at that price, it might be a level playing field for the banks and financial institutions, but I really believe that we're entering that 2-tier society. They're really going to separate out between the haves and the have-nots during this transfer of wealth. That's why we call it the greatest transfer of wealth in world history, and we say that everyone will get a participation trophy, but that doesn't mean that you're going to lose all your assets. That doesn't mean that you're going to make any money. That doesn't mean you're going to build generational wealth. You're going to participate in this transfer of wealth. Some people are going to lose everything, and we're trying to avoid that. We're trying to help as many people as possible. Absolutely, Mike. Yeah, they're going to price people out. It's not meant for retail, and it's got to solve trillion-dollar problems daily. Just that alone takes it to 3 digits. Not even getting the derivatives market, just doing the cross-border payments, which is the smaller market. What up, guys? What up? Zach's legit, knows his stuff. Adam Within, thank you, appreciate that. Oh boy, I think I missed the other super chats. Okay, drop the super chats down below, and If I missed them, ask your question again. Mods, if you can spot out any of the super chats and repeat them for me down below, I will answer them. Thank you guys. You will need $1,000 just to secure a wallet when XRP is 3 digits exactly, Chad, right? If it were at $100 XRP, per XRP, you're going to need 10 XRP to open up a wallet, and that's going to cost you $1,000. So yeah, most people won't even be able to have a wallet. Incredible. Just think how much an XRP wallet's going to be worth. People are going to they'll be willing to pay more just to even be able to get the wallet. Zach, can you calculate functional utility on any other coins to come up with a loose idea of what drives value? CJ, that's a great question. And yes, for example, XDC targeting trade finance market, $19 trillion trade finance market. If it just gets 10%, that's about $2 trillion. If 2 trillion of the trade finance is, built on it, settled on it, that you can do those calculations for what the market cap would be. But understand the problems with market cap and how that calculation's kind of flawed, but it gets you kind of close. It gets you kind of a prediction. Crypto King, thank you for the 20 spot. Thank you, Zach, for being that guy who is spraying the truth no matter who you trigger. Crypto King, I wish I could talk more about the situation in Ukraine, Russia, and kind of how I think it's playing out. I'm going to be having a Rumble session here soon. But you guys know the deal. During war times, you can't question. No one's allowed to question this. No one's allowed to say that the United States might have took out Nord Stream 2. No. It was Putin. It was Putin. You guys listen to the fact checkers out there. Putin is a bad guy and you shouldn't like him. Jamie Lynn McLaughlin, thank you so much. I appreciate you. What is your planned exit for Bitcoin short? Thanks again for everything you share with us. I have like a 25% take profit already set, but sometimes, like last Bitcoin short I did, I took like 13% profit. And as I've been saying to my Discord group, don't get greedy right now, guys. Don't get greedy, okay? If you got an opportunity, take profit. Don't get greedy with it. We've already dropped so much. So am I like short Bitcoin down to less than 10K? No, I'm not trying to short Bitcoin all the way down to 10K. I mean, I will, but along the way, I'm just going to be sniping, in and out. My trades are not necessarily day trades. I can be in them from 24 or 48 hours up to a week. You guys have seen, I've been in a Bitcoin short for over a week. Down, what was I down? 50, 60%? Not sweating it at all. Comes back down, take profit. I got a different strategy. It's a very simple strategy, but like I said, don't play around right now. If you're not experienced, if you don't got a little bit of money to play with, don't be trading. Beef Supreme, just think where Doge will be in 10 years, $69 a coin. Man, I'm interested to see the future of some of these coins because Doge, it's got to upgrade. It's still proof of work, right? So that one, it's going to have to upgrade, I think, at some point. I don't know if it has that ability to, if it could get all the miners to come to that consensus to upgrade Doge. I don't have time to look at that actually, but yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see where like Doge and Shiba ends up over the next 5 to 10 years for sure. XRP on Lobster, okay. Yeah, I mean, Lobster's, I think, a fine wallet. It's just 99% of the tokens that were put on Lobster were scams. Just like 99% of the meme coins that got built on XRP over the last year were scams. People take advantage of this open source technology, XRP Ledger, Xlm's Ledger. They build their meme coins, put it on Lobster, say that it represents gold bonds from India. That's not what I'm looking at right now. I mean, God bless you if that's your thing, and if it plays out, all the power to you. But for me, I'm not interested in any other country's. To be honest, I'm not interested in any other country's currency or bonds. Period. I haven't done the dinar, the dong, the zim. I haven't done any of them. I know many people in my Discord have done those currencies. They do have them. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Sam Sheffield, thank you for the 5 spot. Do you think the XDC, given its utility purpose, is intended to be a 3-digit coin? I would have to do that calculation, Sam, on as far as the supply of XDC and as far as how big of a market share it could get of the trade finance space. Yeah, I've never really done a long-term price prediction on XDC. I probably should. because it'd be kind of easy to do. I mean, it's all relative though. It really is. It's just really based off a lot of speculation. But you know, you can be conservative. Okay, they only get 1 or 2% of the trade finance space. Do the calculation and see what that is, you know? So yeah, I'd have to do that. But Sam, I'll take a look at that. I'll take a look at that. That's a good question. I have Zim Dong. Yeah, I'm not hating on that move. I get why people do it. Because it's an easy allocation to be made. You know, you spend a couple $100, you get $1 million Zim Dong, whatever it is. It's an easy thing to do. I get it. And their currency resets are underway faster, and there is arbitrage to be made. Remember, I just shared, what was that? A few lives, it was last week, about how Lebanon's currency is crashing, how my mentor says that the first trillionaire is going to be made in Russia because these countries are all going through crisis situations. And, oh, that was what it was. Lebanon is repegging to the dollar once again. First time since 1997 or something like that. First time in like 25 years that they're repegging to the dollar at a new set rate. And the point is that you can go make tons of money over in these countries. You can make a ton of money investing in their stock markets, investing in their bonds, currencies. There might be some plays to be made there. Absolutely. But like my mentor says, not many people are willing to pay price to action. You know, no, I mean, shit, I'm not trying to move to Russia and to go create, you know, generational wealth over there and run businesses over there and invest over there. A lot of these countries are not friendly. The program works in countries where there's a rule of law. In Russia and some of these other countries, they're not a rule of law. Even if you think that Putin's a white hat, okay? Russia's been ran like a mob country for decades. Right? I mean, look at the oil execs that fall out of buildings, right? I mean, that's business over there. But God, they're gonna make so much money. Some of those guys are gonna make so much money. It's gonna be incredible. Absolutely incredible. But yeah, no, I love it, man. I love it. If you guys are into anything like that, if you're willing to take that action, I love that right now. Many people have their families, they're tied down kind of with where they're at. So I get that too. What else are we working with, guys? Thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure we smash that thumbs up. Let's get a little bit going. Putin definitely isn't no white hat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Everybody wants me to buy the currencies. I know. Guys, for me, I've told you guys this. I like going in with larger moves. I don't like doing $200 there, $200 there. I'm still butthurt about what happened with Doge, how I could have turned $100 into $5,000. So maybe I should do it because those plays are there, but I don't know. Can you talk about the Iranian currency? I really don't know much about that other than the word on the street is that those currency resets have kind of already started and have already underway and have kind of already taken place. So that's kind of the arbitrage there. There's arbitrage everywhere, guys. It's just a matter of what do you know and what are you actually ready to execute on? Because I think a lot of people right now are getting caught up in investing in 12 different things, but not understanding any one of them that well. Not doing any one thing spectacular, but doing 12 different things and just hoping and praying that you get lucky on one of them, which maybe you will, but Sam Young, 1776, I appreciate that super chat. Thank you. I missed that Swift partners with Chainlink. What does it mean for XRP? Thank you. I think that it doesn't really mean anything for XRP. Like there's still that use case. The settlement's still there. You have to remember that all that Chainlink's doing is that Oracle function, which you already have oracles within XRP ledger too. So it doesn't kill XRP. It doesn't mean that Swift is even going to really run on Chainlink. Like I've talked about this many times. Being partnered with Chainlink doesn't mean anything because all it means is that you can just tap into their oracles. Everyone's partnered with Chainlink essentially. Like anybody can really use it and like you tap into their oracles. That doesn't mean that they're using the Chainlink token and some people would say that you don't even need the Chainlink token to use their oracles. So that's the problem with Chainlink for me. For me, it's yeah. I like investing with conviction. More control, the better. But you know, at a certain point there, you got to invest in some other asset classes, some other businesses, some other stocks. Beef Supreme, Zach, what's your opinion on Elon buying Twitter? I think that he's ready to shake things up, man. I think that he has big plans for Twitter. I think that he's going to introduce some, new features to Twitter. It's going to be, like you said, all part of the X app, which is going to include everything. So he's got big plans, massive, otherworldly plans. He's a pretty crazy guy, right? And that's the thing with Elon is no one really kind of knows what his next move's going to be. He played around. He's definitely got the masses all tweaked. So many people are triggered by Elon and what he's doing. And yeah, Elon's a beast in himself there. Crypto King with a 100 spot. Holy cow. Luckily, I've been very fortunate with investing over the last 10 years. And please remember, once you're wealthy, always give back. Money is a currency that is meant to flow. It's all energy. The Bible says it's better to give than to receive for a reason. I love that, Crypto King. Amen. And I appreciate that super chat. So true. And to that point, you guys will see. Once you start taking action, once you get that ball rolling, you get some momentum, it does start to flow. The law of attraction is not meditating in your house. Maybe meditation is a practice that you should implement. Maybe you already do. Maybe I should do it to kind of calm myself down and not be so crazy and stressed out. But it's putting yourself in action and continuing to show up, and God will give to you. And if you don't believe in God, you're going to catch a vibe. If you put out good energy, you're going to receive good energy. Bad shit will happen to you. Bad shit happens to good people all the time. But your good energy, your light will be too powerful. You'll continue to press on. Why do you think that I laugh at Barstool Sports posting me for their millions of followers to see, clowning me? I just thank God for the opportunity. Okay, we continue on. God, if those calls come through, we're tagging everybody. Where have you guys been? Dave Portnoy. Brother, come get tapped in. We got the sauce over here. Okay? We got a program that works over here. And I appreciate that, brother. Crypto King, thank you for that super chat. And I agree. You step on out. You do good for others. You always do the right thing, no matter what the circumstance is. And God will give to you. God will give to you. I've gone through it in my own businesses. My own struggles with my own business. I've been in business for 8 years now. Most businesses fail in the first 5, 90%. And then 90% of those fail in the first 10. Here I am. We're doing just fine. But that's continuing to show up every single day. Continuing to thank God for the opportunity. And to that point, he says, as he gives me $100 super chat, I appreciate that so much. He says, you have been fortunate over the last 10 years. That's how I feel. I've ran a business during a bull run. So I don't sit back for 1 second with my feet up on the desk, acting like I've won anything. When I compare myself to others, I feel like I haven't done anything. And that's why I continue to say we're just getting started. But yes, we've been fortunate, we've been blessed, and we will continue to receive as long as we keep putting that out. We should keep showing up with that energy every single day. Nothing can stop what is coming. As far as our success, as far as what's going to happen with some of these suppressed assets, as far as all truth being revealed. What an amazing time to be alive, guys. Okay, what else are we working with? Mega Man, thank you for the Canadian funny money. 5 spot, appreciate that. Damn, Zach, making bank tonight. You deserve it, bud. Mega Man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. We're trying to help as many people as possible here every single day. God bless you guys. Corepins.com, 20 spot. Thank you. I see you. You guys are truly amazing. Lee Woost, 5 spot. Ask Barstool Sports about Safe Moon, LMAO. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I'm not hating, and I have sympathy for people that are just learning about this stuff. For people that think I'm crazy when they hear me say that, Saturn is square to Uranus, once again, 90-year cycle that marks the bottom of the market. I get how crazy that sounds. I get how crazy it sounds when I make some of my other predictions and claims and talk about some of our other theories too. But it's like, well, man, if you had been doing the last decade of research, you would, entertain some of these theories. You would be talking about the same speculations that we're talking about here in this community. Because we have a lot of freaking evidence to back it up. And it's not a coincidence that all the conspiracy theories came true over the last 2 years. And we have to continue to do that. Remember that. Shout out to everyone in this community that's already tapped in, understands the truth. You guys are right here with me. You've been here. Or even for the ones that did just wake up over the last 2 years. We have an obligation to reach out our hand and say, come along. Come along. I understand you fell for the 401k program. You invested in the stock market, thought it would go back up forever. Your portfolio went up at 8% per year for the last 3 decades. And, you had a good life. You got you got a gold Rolex at the end of your tenure. You got a pension, and it was fantastic. That story is dead. This is a new way of thinking. This is a new program. Some of the same assets matter that did over the last, couple centuries. Same assets like gold, silver that still matter. But now we have this new introduction of technology in the form of distributed ledger technology that's going to update the whole financial system. It's going to update the whole Internet of Value, the Internet of Things, everything getting tapped in, all the people taking the chip. And we're going to take full advantage of it. And we're trying to help out with sympathy, reaching out our hand, trying to bring as many people as we can. Trying to bring Barstool Sports along. Come on in, just like Digital Perspective says. Come on in. Welcome to the family. And I saw another one. Gene Simmons, rock star from Kiss. Someone had shared, it might have been Digital Perspectives actually, shared how back in January of last year, Gene Simmons tweeted out that he had bought like Dogecoin, Shiba, something else. Maybe it wasn't just meme coins, and XRP. And it's like, there's another celebrity, just some random celebrity, that has, probably millions to his name, nothing crazy, right? Who's just buying up XRP and tweeting it out, like just casually. So just imagine what's happening behind the scenes, guys. And you guys are starting to see the transactions that are going through. Hundreds of millions of XRP being bought in one swoop. Right? And now, Joe Blows, even like Gene Simmons, might not even be able to tap in and get XRP when this is all said and done, when the exchanges run out of XRP. We know Ripple's not giving it to the exchanges. Gene Simmons, it's just random, but there's just so many of these stories, so many of these people, so many of these different banks, partnerships. You forget about them. There's so many. With these other cryptos, it's like you can name them off. There's only a handful. It's okay, they did a photo op. They called it a partnership, but it was just a photo op. Okay, they did a pilot with somebody. Okay, they advised somebody else. Okay, they got one all-star to join their board. They've done nothing. With XRP, you can't even remember it. Even those of us that do the research every single day, you forget about the hundreds of partnerships, the dozens of celebrities, institutions that have already shown interest. Raoul Paul, one of the biggest investors in the space right now, saying, no shit, there's a bullish case for XRP. The risk to reward ratio is absolutely insane. Risk to reward ratio. Sun Tzu Shaman 1111, thank you. Meditation and visualization are keys to success in all aspects of life, and Shaman just received 3% cash back in XRP for the super chat via Navadi's crypto spend. I love that. Absolutely. And I am right there with you, my friend, as far as meditation, visualization, seeing it, writing it down, saying it out loud, breathing it, right? Making it your truth. Absolutely believe in that 100%. Meditation. I have not done any meditation. I've never even really tried it. But yeah, for me, all I've really ever done is prayer. And most of the time, as I've told you guys, when I'm praying, I'm thanking God. I don't really ask God too much for, oh, can you do, I'll say, hey, we're going on a trip. God, please I say thank you for keeping us safe. I speak it into, like you're saying with the affirmation, I speak it in. God, thank you for keeping us safe. God, thank you for blessing us. That's where I'm at with that. That's the spiritual side of me. God, thank you for the opportunity. Let's say that pretty much every prayer. Chad. Oh, did I miss a super chat from TK? Crypto King dropped another 50 spot. Let's go. TK, I got you, buddy. This is from TK. Okay, let me roll up. Where was TK? Okay, I see TK. Oh my gosh. What was your question, TK? Right here, 10 spot TK. Thank you for content and character, Zach. Is a forced buyback at a lower number a strong likelihood? Do you think the powers that be will allow us to achieve generational wealth or limit it somehow? Well, that's the one question that we were all wondering, the $35,000 question. And I don't think that they would accept the Fed buyback proposal. I don't think they would be accepted at a 5-digit price necessarily. I think that they would try to lowball us. But lowballing us still could be a double-digit or a 3-digit price. I think that there is still the scenario for a buyback. $10,000 to $35,000 or even $50,000 XRP. I think that that's what we're entitled to. I think that that's what it's capable of becoming. I really think that that's the value of it. What else should we put the derivatives market on? To me, we already have a decentralized exchange built into the XRP ledger that has no downtime, the cheapest transactions, fastest transactions. Let's just put derivatives on it. And through Flare, through smart contracts coming to the XRP ledger, utility will be set free. We can build anything, any derivative, any security, any sort of value of anything can run on that thing. I was talking with my Discord group about another example that I think could play out, where someone could be building a video game. This is like a low level use case for XRP. But we were just talking about random scenarios here with XRP and what would happen if they try to build like some of these use cases on XRP, but they can't afford to run the whole thing on XRP because the price of XRP has gone up so much. I said, well, in that scenario, say you were going to create a video game and the XRP ledger was going to be used on the back end for the payments. You would release the token for the game with, let's say, 10,000 of that token equal 1 XRP. Or if XRP is at a really crazy price, maybe it has to be a million tokens equals 1 XRP when XRP is at $10,000. So the back-end settlement would be used with the XRP ledger, but the in-game token inside that ecosystem, you would create a separate token that is built on the XRP ledger that is equivalent, that is paired up, backed by XRP. So then the players of your game would actually be able to earn real XRP. Say you're done playing the game and you've racked up, tens of millions of that token and you can trade it in for 100 XRP. XRP is worth $100 at that time, right? I think that this is just going to be unlimited utility built on this thing, and I just can't find a better solution. It's not me wanting to get rich. It's I can't find a better solution for the liquidity crisis, for the derivatives market, for cross-border payments. Does Xlm work? Yes. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's fine. It does. Algorand's good. XDC solid. IOTA's good. They have their own use cases. IOTA's Internet of Things, right? And then Algorand has more smart contract capability. They already have NFTs going. That's good. That's good. But the most efficient, the most scalable is the XRP ledger, the most proven, and the most important people that matter are using it. That's the kicker. That's the real kicker. It doesn't even have to be the fastest, most transactions per second. It just has to work and scale up. And it has plenty of scalability. TK, I appreciate that. Mega Man, thank you for your chat. Corepins.com. Lee Woost, thank you. Crypto King, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. Sun Tzu, Shaman, you guys are real ones. Lee Woost with another one. Love your show and your no BS approach. Thank you for a 25 spot. You guys are making it rain tonight. God bless you all. Thank you guys. Going to be coming back to you guys 100-fold. Once these suppressed assets get released, remember, if you guys are looking to get your 401k rolled over to precious metals, and you have a serious bag there, you're looking to roll over a portion into precious metals, head to my website, the top link, Precious Metals, hit that, get in touch with my people. They'll help you roll over your 401k into precious metals. And if you're looking to actually just get some physical metals delivered to you, they will do that for you as well. Minimum $5,000 investment, must have $20,000 liquid, okay? But go see if you qualify, go see if the program could work out for you. If you got a 401k, 6-7 figures in the 401k, you're wondering, what am I gonna do with this thing? Maybe a portion needs to be put into precious metals. Not financial advice, but take a look with my people if you're looking to do that. Top of my website, Precious Metals. And like I said, another way to support the channel, if you guys do appreciate what we're doing, just use those links on down below to buy your wallets, go to the exchanges, those platforms down there. I appreciate you guys so much, okay? Everything's over at my website, zachrichter.com. eFog with another super chat, 10 spot. You guys are just killing it tonight. God bless you all. Let's take a few more questions, okay? A few more questions. What have we done? 1 hour long session. Still got a couple more sips of an adult beverage. Let's get it. A couple more questions, guys. Hit me with it. We want the central banks to crumble, but we are invested in the only thing that's going to save them, ODL. Yeah, XRP Nick, to that point. To me, I don't care who survives. I know that some of them are going to get sacrificed. Some of them aren't going to make it. The largest and oldest banks, Credit Suisse, Deutsche Bank, are potentially about to go bust. I don't care if they make it or not. I want to take advantage of that opportunity, yeah. And I want to do good with my XRP, with my wealth, with my businesses. I'm going to be doing good. Am I thrilled that they're probably going to be rolling out that central bank digital currency here in the United States as well, and that we're going to be, rolling on over to that CBDC program? I'm not really thrilled about it, but I also I'm going to care if they use it as a tool to suppress and censor, like other countries are that we're seeing right now. I don't know what safeguards, I don't know what protocols, I don't know what could be done to make sure that that doesn't happen. But regardless, here's the kicker. We own assets outside of that system that they can't shut down, that they can't take control of. Now, they are buying up the supply of it, of gold, of silver. They've been manipulating them with their derivatives markets. That's going bust. Now they're loading up with the physical, calls to the vault. Hey, you need to send me my gold. You need to send me my silver. Is Nevada the best option for a compound? Nevada has great laws for business investing, setting up entities in Nevada. Good laws, good solid place, good country, state. The way that they're running Nevada is pretty solid. But there is some issues there too, as far as weather, water crisis, shortage, energy grid, very vulnerable, especially in Vegas. So you got to be prepared. But they have an abundance of sun, so you can go off grid. There's things to do, right? Yeah, as far as strategic relocation, though, you definitely want to be considering strategic relocation, considering what benefit you have living in the city, if any, right? Like, what are my thoughts on the BRIC CBDC system and the E1? It's all moving much more faster than the West because They've been forced through the economic sanctions, through the currency war, to roll out their programs faster, to roll out their CBDCs faster. China just moves forward. Nothing stops what their government wants them to do. They just continue to roll it out. We've been kind of hiding behind, the scenes here with what we're doing here in the United States. My hope and prayer is that they've done a deal with Ripple to buy some of that XRP from escrow. Now, the way that this is supposed to be ran is we're not supposed to have a central bank. We're not supposed to have a Federal Reserve. It's completely illegal, just so we're clear. And we're supposed to have our Treasury Department basically running the budget and running the country from a fiscal standpoint. That's it. Rosie Rios' department, the 43rd Treasurer of the United States that's now on the board of directors at Ripple, her department, that's it. It's supposed to be running the fiscal and the budget and everything, and the issuance of currency. This group of private central bankers has completely hijacked our country for the last century, right? And now we see the perfect reset. They need an excuse. There's a dozen different scenarios that they can play, but they need an excuse to reset the system, and they want to get that full control, complete centralization, complete censorship, no privacy. Be a good citizen, be a good slave, get your chip, do the program, do the deal, have no kids, eat the bugs, ride your bike, be a peasant. Don't believe in anything higher than yourself. Live a miserable life. All in the name of whatever their cause is. Being woke, staying broke, living a life that is a joke. Good luck and God bless to them. We will not be participating. Thank you very much. Weird World, thank you. Brad Gallinghouse and Klaus Schwab had a meeting in Antarctica last year. What do you think that says about the future of XRP? It is a weird world, isn't it? And my question is, what the hell is going on at the polls? But it's just deals that matter. Maybe they met some aliens in Antarctica. I don't know. Maybe they met the fallen ones down there. I don't know. Things that make you go... and that make you wonder. Zach, thought on Credit Suisse using the phrase "rise like a phoenix." I think he used those words for the reason that we all know and understand is that those that are prepared, those that are ready, those that have taken action, are going to rise like the phoenix. They're going to stand strong. Their ship is going to make it through the storm. That's going to be us. Credit Suisse, we'll see if they make it. Maybe they did a deal with Ripple. And actually, I got a little bit more research to do on that because I think that there is some rumors. Just go figure. It's like, name any bank or financial institution. It's like, are they partnered up with Ripple? And then you got to go back and do your research. Well, no, they're not, but they did send a representative to Swell conference. Or no, they're not, but they had Brad come and speak at their conference. It's like, everywhere you look, every corner that you look behind, it's Brad Gallinghouse and team. Antarctica, which, did Brad go or was it just David Schwartz? All the way down in Antarctica. Weird World at Super Chat. Please tell me you're a flat earther, Zach. I just believe that... I'm not even gonna. You guys are hilarious. Oh, David and Brad went with Schwab and Lagarde. There we go. There we go. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up this session. I appreciate all of you guys so much. It's always a pleasure. Make sure you guys have already smashed that thumbs up, right? And if you haven't, make sure that gets done before we sign out for the night. You can head on over to my website. It's all there, zachrector.com. And you guys already know the deal. Let's summarize this real quick before we go. This is it. This is another fake out before we roll back over to the downside. Be prepared if you're looking to buy the dip. I'm shorting Bitcoin, not financial advice. Also positioned to buy these assets as they continue to drop. But it looks like the moment in time, the fake out rally that's taking place right now before the systems go down. If I had to bet on when the lights go out, when the next false flag event happens, when the next pipeline gets struck, you name the dozen different scenarios that can play out, the window of opportunity is now in that election cycle, and we're here for it. We're going to ride it out. We're not scared. No fear. Massive action every single day. Make sure you continue to tune in, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live. And if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter and make sure you follow us over on Rumble. We're going to be doing a Rumble exclusive here in the next week or so, okay? We're long overdue for a Rumble session where we're going to go unfiltered, uncensored. Maybe we will talk about flat Earth, round Earth, aliens, crazy stuff. Most importantly, how to prepare and take advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. I appreciate all of you guys so much. You guys lit it up tonight. It was a really fun session, and I just want to say thank you. I appreciate all the support so much. We just blew through 44,000 followers, subscribers on YouTube. So thank you so much. We're just getting started. We got a long ways to go, and I'm excited to take advantage of this opportunity with you guys the whole way through. Okay? God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.